I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
You talking to me?
In this video I'd like to talk about Todd Phillips' Joker. I feel like it's a relevant talking point due to the controversy it has stirred up in the months running up to its release and in the subsequent weeks afterwards. Now, it's a very divisive film. People are torn between whether or not it's a good film or, well, nobody's necessarily saying it's a bad movie, because as far as the technicality of it goes, it isn't a bad movie. I mean, the cinematography, the setting, the character, everything about it is beautifully shot, and Joaquin Phoenix's performance is stellar. Regardless on your opinion of the character of Arthur, you can't really call into question Joaquin Phoenix's portrayal. But it's divisive in the fact that people feel as though it's going to be a rallying cry for the underprivileged, and that there might be somebody willing to emulate the acts of violence portrayed in the film.
People are starting to notice.
But for me personally, my personal opinion on the movie is that I liked the movie. I really liked the movie. I thought it was a brilliant character study, and the plot of the movie is relevant in today's society because it's basically, to me, the message I took away from the film was that it's a cautionary tale of what can happen to the multitude of people living with mental illnesses if they don't get the help they need, because in today's society mental illness is a prevalent thing. There's a lot of people living with issues in today's society, and I feel that the film was a good way of portraying to the masses what happens if these people, if their cries for help aren't heard, and if they're not given the medication and the treatment and the psychology and all that they need. Because without the proper treatment, if left unchecked, it sort of acts as a worst case scenario, as if somebody is downtrodden as the character in the movie without the treatment that they require for their illness, that they could act out in the way he does.
This is the last time we'll be meeting.
You don't listen, do you? You just ask the same questions every week. How's your job? Are you having any negative thoughts? All I have are negative thoughts.
It's in my mind. I don't think that there's much of a possibility of it happening. But with the climate of today and the shootings and all that in America, it could very well be a reality. But I wouldn't say that the film is to blame if these acts of violence are to have happened or to happen again. I don't feel that the movie's at fault with that, because the movie, for me, I feels as though it is literally just there to serve a purpose of making people aware of how important it is that these people get the help that they need, and that in that rate I feel as though the movie was good, because the message impacted me. I could see that movie and think, right, well, now I've got a different view of people that are living with a mental illness, whereas before I wouldn't have paid much thought or attention to it. But now, after having watched that movie, I understand that it is important that these people get the help that they need.